news meter. This is News Channel 3, live at 11.
Latin American pop star Becky G received the keys to the city of Coachella at a ceremony earlier today. The significance of that following her performance yesterday at the Coachella Festival. Plus, Desert Hot Springs unveiled a new mural at a block party. Still to come, highlights from the city's celebration. Good evening, I'm Kelly Moody. Thanks so much for joining us for News Channel 3 at 11. We're starting things off before we get to those top headlines with your first alert, weather alert, and a live look outside from your TMO Skycam up on Edom Hill. Right now it's pretty calm, but winds will be picking up. And in fact, winds have weakened just a little bit from the last time we checked in on them. We're seeing between, we'll say 10 to 15 mile per hour wind speeds for Palm Springs and Thousand Palms. Weaker out in Indio, which is always good news for anyone trying to spend some time out there. But much stronger winds on the way. That will be for tomorrow evening. Meanwhile, we've got temperatures that have come out of the 90s down to the low to mid 80s. Right now, 81 degrees in Mecca, 83 degrees in Cathedral City. As we look ahead toward the overnight hours, we will see those temperatures continue to drop on down toward the lower end of the 70s and the upper 60s, all to warm right back up by the 10 o'clock hour tomorrow morning into the mid to upper 80s. And we will continue to warm up pretty quickly. But my bigger concern does lie with those winds. That first alert, weather alert, does go into effect tomorrow at 5 p.m. It will stay with you all the way through your Monday. And during that time, we could be seeing some pretty gusty and dusty conditions, especially out on the roadways. That could spell trouble for the mass exodus of Coachella Weekend 2 travelers. So we will be providing you with a nice hour-by-hour look at what you can expect for your winds. That'll be coming up in your complete first alert forecast. We'll be talking more about that first alert weather alert then. Until then, we do have some continuing coverage to share with you on that fire in Palm Springs that we first told you about earlier this evening as breaking news. Ramon Road is now back open between Avenida Evelita and Paseo Dorotea. Now, this video sent in by a viewer who was driving by the scene as that fire broke out around 6:15. You can see there, those palm trees just up in flames right next to Castañeda's. Ramon Road was closed there for about 3 hours, but roads are back open now. Still no word on the cause of this fire, but of course stay with us here on News Channel 3 for the latest developments on that. And Becky G was honored by the city of Coachella and received the key to the city at the library in front of hundreds of residents. News Channel 3's Miyoshi Price was also there and was able to attend the Latin American pop star's ceremony to hear more about her connection to communities like this one.
Mayor Steven Hernandez is giving international singer and actress Becky G the key to the city. During a news conference, Becky G stressed her gratitude to the city in her ties to the farm working community.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have family members who were farm workers, especially when migrating here to the United States. And it's something that for me has always been very challenging to witness. Because we talk so much about discrimination, we talk so much about racism and colorism and things that our communities are constantly facing, but within each other, we don't talk enough about privilege, and I like to recognize my privilege.
Becky G received the keys to the city in Coachella, and that comes with a set of responsibilities. The real Coachella!
So for us, it's important that an artist that is actually receiving the key to our city understands that Coachella, we're a community that is formed by farm workers. For history, we have a history of advocacy. So for us, it's important that artists like Becky G continue supporting our advocacy efforts and also utilizing their platforms to create consciousness amongst her fans.
Mayor Hernandez says Becky G has been supportive of the farm working community at Farmchella. He says she is a representative for Latina women and someone who values her culture.
I always talk about being a 200%er. I don't like to think that I'm half of anything. I'm 100% proud to be Mexicana and 100% proud to be from Inglewood.
That's a hard shot to take.
Fans continued screaming throughout the ceremony outside the library. Back at the news conference. And what's next for Becky G?
Oof. We haven't stopped working. I don't think ever, to be honest. But I am working on my original Mexican album.
In Coachella, Miyoshi Price, News Channel 3.
It's awesome, and I like how to try this year because every time I go to my dad's vlog, I always see it trying.
This little guy is talking about the unveiling of the art mural at a vacant building off of Pearson Boulevard and Palm Drive. The city of Desert Hot Springs celebrated at today's block party. There was a DJ playing music, local food trucks, and all sorts of fun for those who attended.
And it was abandoned and empty for a long time, and so it's great that they invested some of their funding into, you know, the city and making it look good and feel good and, you know, promote art for the community.
I think like there's not enough art in my community, so I'm really proud of. I really like this.
The mayor of Desert Hot Springs, Scott Mattis, says they are focused on city beautification by taking vacant buildings like this one and turning them into art. Mattis says the revitalization efforts do not stop there. The city is working with restaurant owners to bring more cuisine options to the community. And April is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and a local organization is working to get the word out. Today, supporters of Parkinson's Resources Organization turned out at a number of locations to walk for Pro on the Move. Continuing to move is crucial for people with Parkinson's disease. This group walked around at 8 this morning at Palm Desert Greens. If you would like to help Parkinson's Resource Organization, you can attend the upcoming chocolate and champagne event at Renaissance Esmeralda, which sounds delicious. This is on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. in Indian Wells. You can find more information on how to attend at parkinsonsresource.org. The goal is to raise awareness and money to make sure that no one is isolated because of Parkinson's disease. And Marines from the 29 Palms Marine Base were also up early this morning to help clean up trash at a school in Desert Hot Springs. Marines and community members started picking up trash and cleaning the campus at 8 a.m. at Desert Springs Middle School. Motivational talk was given to students prior to the cleanup event. The event was the last school cleanup in Desert Hot Springs for the 2023 school year. The DHS Cleanup Committee will resume the events in the fall, with Bubbling Wells Elementary slated for the first event. Well, the Living Desert put a spotlight on Mother Earth this morning. Just ahead, how the zoo is promoting pollinators and balancing the ecosystem. Plus, not too far from home, the city of Menifee is making environmental history with the nation's first microgrid solar community. You're watching News Channel 3, the Desert's news leader.
An I-Team investigation reveals a costly rate hike in a place you might not even look for it.
What, are they kidding?
Some could see bills double, then double again.
Totally out of control.
I'm furious about the whole thing.
I-Team investigator Jeff Stahl started getting answers, finding out where the money would go.
Is there a concern that people might not be able to afford this?
And who's trying to stop it? Watch Down the Drain, Wednesday at 6 on News Channel 3, the Desert's investigation leader.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kinda got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 3.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $750 purchase allowance on Buick Encore GX models.
If you thought regular season hockey was intense, well then, welcome to the postseason. Your Firebirds, in their inaugural season, are headed to the playoffs. The Coachella Valley Firebirds have punched their ticket to the Calder Cup playoffs.
Our Valley, our team, and our house!
Every hit, every shot, every goal is the difference between going home or racing the cup. Tickets are on sale now. Visit cvfirebirds.com.
Listen up, Coachella Valley. Tons of brand new F-150s, Escapes, and Explorers have arrived at your Coachella Valley Ford dealers. In fact, you'll find more new Fords right here in your own backyard with easy financing that'll have you driving yours home today. Right now, get 0% financing or $1,000 customer cash on select new models. The savings are big at your Coachella Valley Ford dealers. Stop by or visit us online. Palm Springs Motors and Fiesta Ford.
Jeff, Angela, and Patrick. Watch News Channel 3 in the morning live from 5 to 7 a.m.
New details to share with you on a shooting in Coachella. This happened on Thursday night. 4 suspects are now in custody. Riverside Sheriff's Thermal Station patrol units responded to the incident on Cairo Street just after 10:30 Thursday night. Investigators say those in the Ford SUV and a silver sedan fired semi-automatic handgun rounds at each other. A traffic stop was apparently attempted on the SUV, but the suspects fled the vehicle, left it in drive, and it crashed into a house. Deputies later located and arrested all the suspects who they believe were involved. 3 men, ages 18, 19, and 22, and a 15-year-old boy. In some lighter news for you, the Living Desert Zoo brought the community together for an Earth Day celebration today. Families got the chance to visit different environmentally themed stations throughout the park with hands-on activities to learn about ways to take care of the environment. Plus, guests got to see a beautiful desert tortoise there, up close and personal. Zoo officials say they ultimately want to inspire conservation efforts.
Today, we're encouraging our guests to choose sustainable, advocate action, and take care of our deserts, because it's really important for all of us to work together to save our amazing planet and help combat climate change, protect our natural habitats like our beautiful desert environments, and save animals and wildlife.
You do have until tomorrow morning between 10 and 11 to take part in the zoo's 10,000 Seeds Pollinator Plant Party. That's where you can help protect the desert by planting pollinator-friendly, drought-resistant seeds to take back home. And to kick off the last day of Earth Week, residents in one Riverside County community are going green. The city of Menifee becomes the first microgrid community in the nation. It's a new project by KB Homes. Each house is built with solar panels and a battery, and they all connect to a grid. If they're disconnected, they still have electricity through a solar panel community battery. That battery is the size of a shipping container, storing all that extra sunshine for any emergencies. Well, Mother Nature is putting on a show for everyone this spring. This year's super bloom has completely taken over hillsides, blanketing fields and valleys throughout California with orange, yellow, and purple wildflowers. And thousands are taking notice. The record rain and snow California has seen made conditions ripe for millions of seeds to sprout. Oh my goodness. The last big bloom was back in 2019. Now this year, officials expect a massive turnout, but this is important. They're asking visitors to enjoy the bloom by looking and not touching. It will last much, much longer. Well, conflict in Sudan continues to escalate. Up next, the latest for thousands of Americans stuck in the country as tensions continue to rise. You're watching News Channel 3, the desert's news leader.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 4.9% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2023 Atlas or
We've been your breakfast, lunch, and brunch favorite for years. But now it's time to celebrate the night. Visit our Palm Springs location for dinner, our famous cocktails, and a fab lineup of performers. Wilma and Frida's Palm Springs. Comfort food with a twist.
Hi, I'm accident attorney Kevin Crockett. When you call the Crockett Law Group, we back you up. That means if you've been in a life-changing accident, we work every angle and use every muscle to recover the money that you deserve. Contact the Crockett Law Group if you've been injured in an accident. We're ready at a moment's notice to back you up.
At Crockett Law Group. So if you need that, just dial us up. Let us take the wheel and we'll back you up.
There's something alluring. Something lucky. Something spectacular in the Agua. With 3 award-winning destinations, each with its own distinct personality, there's always something new waiting for you to discover. Agua Caliente Casinos. 3 premier properties, 1 extraordinary experience.
Let me help you with that. I'm good, man. Thanks. Are you sure?
Everyone can use a little help. Volkswagen Tiguan with front assist. Get 4.9% APR financing for 60 months on the 2023 Tiguan S or lease one for just $279 per month. Limited inventory available.
First Alert Weather brought to you by Comfort Air. They're #1 for a reason.
Tonight, gunfire between Sudanese forces and rebels in Sudan continues. Sources say the U.S. Embassy in Sudan has been evacuated. As Allison Kosick reports, the concern for the 16,000 Americans still stranded in Sudan.
The U.S. military has evacuated the American embassy in Sudan. That's according to sources familiar with the operation. An administration official also says the embassy has been closed. This comes hours after the Sudanese army said it is coordinating with other countries to evacuate foreign citizens and diplomats from Sudan as clashes continue between two warring military groups. The capital city of Khartoum continues to be rocked by explosions and gunfire as the conflict enters its second week. A 72-hour ceasefire announced by both sides is quickly deteriorating. At least 400 people have been killed in the violence, including one American. There are an estimated 16,000 Americans currently in Sudan, including about 70 embassy personnel. The U.S. Embassy in Sudan reiterating to Americans that the conditions on the ground currently make it too difficult to undertake a government-led evacuation of private citizens, though U.S. troops have been deployed to the region.
We've deployed some forces into theater to ensure that we provide as many options as possible.
Among those stranded, Tamir Mohammed's two children currently in Khartoum with their aunt.
We try to contact with the embassy. We send them many emails. We try to call. There is no answering sometimes.
And the family of Massachusetts mother Trillian Clifford and her 18-month-old daughter also worried. Clifford moved to Sudan less than a year ago to teach at a school in Khartoum.
It's just scary seeing that she's in a situation where I don't see any recourse for her.
Some countries have already carried out evacuations of their citizens. Video from Saudi state TV shows dozens of evacuees, including Saudi embassy staff, arriving in Saudi Arabia via warship. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Gusty and dusty conditions are making a comeback once again, and I feel like a broken record because I'm pretty sure I said the same thing last weekend. But thankfully, as of right now, not a lot happening, and we like to keep it that way as much as we can. Roads are moving along pretty nicely, or really the drivers on the road. If you think about that, that doesn't really make sense. Neither here nor there. First alert weather alert goes into effect tomorrow to account for those gusty conditions that are going to be coming our way, and the big concern with that, all those festival goers. We'll start first with the temperatures that anyone who spends time outside tomorrow will be having to deal with. Mid-70s, warming up to low to mid-80s. By the time we make it from 10 a.m. into 11 a.m., you're already in the 90s, and you stay there all the way up until about 6 p.m. After that point, when the sun sets, you'll finally get to cool down just a little bit, but it is going to be a pretty warm day out there. On top of that, more wind coming our way, and some might embrace that wind because it maybe makes that warm air not feel quite so stifling, but those out at the Empire Polo Grounds might disagree with that. Gusty and dusty conditions are never fun when you're trying to spend time outside, or at least prolonged periods of time outside. Thankfully, this is not set to really kick off until Sunday evening, so most of your day tomorrow should be pretty calm. But that first alert weather alert does go into effect at 5 o'clock and stays with you all the way overnight into your Monday, lasting until midnight. So a good period of time there that you could be running into potentially difficult driving conditions, wind-blown dust, sand, reducing visibility, all sorts of potential problems, especially when you consider how many out-of-towners are expected to be on the roads for that mass exodus of Coachella goers. Calm conditions, though, expected for your Sunday morning. Not too much happening there. As we make our way into the late afternoon, you start to see the rebuilding of that onshore flow coming on through the San Gorgonio Pass, starting to spread on out down toward the East Valley, sticking with you into your Sunday evening. Winds weaken a little bit Monday morning, so this is, of course, that period of time where we hopefully can get everyone on out of there and they won't be dealing with too much wind, because by the time we make it back to Monday evening, it's gusty and dusty once again. I expect everyone will likely be seeing between 20 and 30 mile per hour peak wind gusts during that time, so keep it in mind. Now after that point, those mid-90s, they warm way up. Upper 90s, possibly even triple digits. I don't know, Bailey, should I have gone there Thursday, Friday, triple digits?
I'm okay with 99.
We're going to keep it there.
If I ever got a 99 on a test, I wouldn't argue for the 100. I'd take the 99.
Just take the 99. Take the win. Win is win.
A win is a win. And we're going to be talking about a few wins here, Kelly, coming up in sports. Grizzlies and Lakers already had some beef coming into tonight's game, and Dylan Brooks gets ejected. Plus the Tank Davis-Ryan Garcia duel in Las Vegas. It's all coming up after the break. You're watching News Channel 3, The Desert's news leader.
GMA this week is just wow with Yara Shahidi, Judy Blume, Jude Law and Jim Gaffigan, Lizzie Kaplan and Amanda Peet, and Dolly Parton live.
It's so good.
Plus, a mystery guest you're going to want to see this week on Good Morning America.
At Fiesta Kia, it's your choice. 0% financing on new Kia Fortes or lease for just $159 a month. But only at Fiesta Kia in the I-10 Auto Mall. 0%. Save thousands in interest alone. Or lock in low payments of $159 a month. Enjoy the beautiful new showroom and staff with 5-star Google ratings. And get 0% financing or lease for $159 a month. But only at Fiesta Kia and only for a limited time. Fiesta Kia in the I-10 Auto Mall.
If you suspect prostate cancer, turn to the leading academic experts at the Prostate Cancer Institute of Coachella Valley. Whether you need a clear diagnosis or an unbiased second opinion, the award-winning team at the Prostate Cancer Institute has 100 years combined experience providing world-class care, specializing in leading-edge treatments like MRI-guided ablations, cryotherapy, HIFU, robotic prostatectomies, and more. Call to book an appointment today. The Prostate Cancer Institute, expert academic-level care in the Coachella Valley.
What makes Augustine Casino Coachella's best-kept secret? Here, you'll enjoy friendly, prompt service in an intimate, welcoming atmosphere. At Augustine, you're more than just a guest. You truly become part of our family. Enjoy amazing value with a menu full of fresh favorites from the award-winning Cafe 54 culinary team at prices you won't find anywhere else. Augustine Casino, where locals win.
Palm Springs Subaru loves the earth. We are dedicated to making our world a more sustainable place. It's all part of the Love Promise, a commitment to make a difference in the Coachella Valley, to be more than a car dealer. For years, Palm Springs Subaru has supported our community and organizations that work to improve our environment. To provide that help, we need your support. Have you considered a new Subaru from Palm Springs Subaru?
Now through May 1st, enjoy 3.9% APR financing on a new 2023 Outback and complimentary maintenance with Maintain the Love at Palm Springs Subaru.
Peter, Jennifer, and Haley, now live at 4 p.m. on News Channel 3. Now, time for the best local sports show with sports anchor Bailey Arredondo.
After Game 2 of the Grizzlies and Lakers series, Dylan Brooks called LeBron old, and he added, he pokes bears. Words can be powerful, but how do we feel about actions? I've heard a thing or two. LeBron and the Lakers, the 7th seed, Grizzlies, the 2 seed. What's an ideal start for LA? Try a 35-9 first quarter, the largest lead after the first quarter in NBA playoff history. LeBron aging like fine wine. But check this out. Dylan Brooks guarding LeBron goes for the steal, but he gets something else. Brooks catches LBJ. Yeah, I don't know what to call that. It's just the no-no area. Refs toss Brooks from the game, and really that might have cost the Grizzlies the game because they end up making a run in the fourth Q. Ja Morant dropped 45. Anthony Davis had 31 of his own, added 17 big boy rebounds for himself, playing like one of the best players on the planet. Lakers take Game 4 on Monday. Clippers without Kawhi for the second straight game, and the Suns say, hey, we'll just take on whoever's on the court. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant combined for 61. They take a commanding 3-1 lead. Series shifts back to Phoenix. Clippers in trouble. Let's play some baseball. I like baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr., Nando, goes yard for the first time this season. Padres loaded with sluggers. They win in Arizona. Angels and Royals tied in the 9th, bases loaded, 2 outs until Jose Quijada hits the batter. You can't do that. 2 hit batters and a walk in the inning, and the Halos have a nightmare. Royals score 5 in the 9th. How about Dodger Blue? They respond after a blowout loss with fireworks of their own. Max Muncy, James Outman combined for 4 jacks. Words are tough, but they was fun home runs. Great day to be a lefty at Wrigley. Dodgers win by 5. One of the most anticipated fights, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. And the Tank keeps on rolling. Both undefeated coming in and only one stands coming out. Davis knocks out Garcia with a vicious body shot in the 7th round. Tank Davis now 29-0. And as of right now, the face of boxing. Tennis, awesome, love it. COD at home, SoCal Finals against Ventura College. They're looking for their 17th state championship. These are the top 2 teams in Cali. Roadrunners led by head coach Guy Fritz. Might have heard of his son, Taylor. And College of the Desert took advantage early, led after doubles 2-1. First team to 5 points wins. This was high-level tennis. I was enjoying myself. Ventura tested COD. Shirley made him earn it. 2nd straight season. Roadrunners say, nah-uh, Ventura. They knock off 6-1 the final. Roadrunners advance to the state team final where they will play American River College on Wednesday. And also want to mention the women were in the SoCal Finals as well, but they come up just short 5-4 to Orange Coast. Congratulations to the team on a great postseason run. Finally, Sunday afternoon will be the biggest test yet for the Firebirds. Tucson Roadrunners forced a Game 3, beating the Firebirds on Friday. Tucson scored 3 first-period goals, and they had 35 saves. Firebirds said it themselves after the game. Felt like they got punched in the mouth. And now, a winner-take-all Game 3 rubber match will be their only shot for the knockout punch. The stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, 3 p.m., Acrisure Arena. Firebirds playoff aspirations on the table. We will have highlights, post-game reactions right here on News Channel 3. And luckily, they're playing inside.
Well, that's always a relief when you get temperatures like these.
Well, and when you have a hockey arena, you kind of have to play. Actually, although they do have a hockey arena outside. Winter Classic, I believe it's called.
Oh, well.
Hockey aficionado.
Glad to have you. Quick look at your first alert Comfort Air 7-day forecast. We're looking at some winds. So first alert weather alert in place Sunday, Monday. Warm temperatures to follow. We'll be tracking it right here.
Ooh, careful if you're teeing it up.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky out there for the next couple days. That's all we have time for, but we'll see you right back here in the morning.
News Channel 3 is now available on any of these streaming services and on